About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. And towing the slab in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do we have on him? Just about to get started. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Right there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That's in.
Off
Ball
the mark
2.
there. And it's 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And, boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Dubon has a beat on it, and that is that. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Miami Marlins. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Miami, Max Meyer. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him. Digging in, Jurickson Profar. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jurickson Profar. Here's Acuna now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And here is Drake Baldwin.
Oh, that's just out.
Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air, out to left. Stowers under it. Makes the grab.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Eli White.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Eli White. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zones.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. End of the first. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. And now for the Marlins, Rhys Hoskins. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Liam Hicks, the next to hit. The 1-1. In the air, right field. 2 up, 2 down. And up next for Miami, Jacob Marcy. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. 2 down, nobody on. Back up that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now it's Dominic Smith. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 7th, center fielder
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Ball inside.
Second inning here, no score. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Truist Park. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. The 2-2 on the way. High fly ball, right field. Acuna drifts towards it. 1 away. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins.
Griffin Conine.
Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. The fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on it.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. His second of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Third out. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. This one in the air, right field. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Braves.
Profar climbs in on that left side. And he swings over the top there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. In the air, left field. And that is foul. 2-2 now. Liner to second. It picked on the hop. Nicely done for the out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Eli White. And a 1-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. 1-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. This one in the air, center field. Harris settles under this one. 1 up, 1 down. Kyle Stowers will hit next.
Left fielder Kyle Stowers.
The 1-1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He's got it. That's out number 2. Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
First baseman Rhys Hoskins.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Ground ball, left side. Over to Smith. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And a 1-2. Line drive to short and caught.
Up next for the Braves.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Dom Smith stands in. Here's a 1-1. And he swings through that one. On the ground. Fair ball. And the tying run is on base. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Hit in the air, center field. Marcy gets under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Inside.
That's inside.
3-1. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Dives and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball,
Tough
that's
spot right here. A
outside.
couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Ball to strike.
Nope, outside.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Smith. He takes it on his own, and the first two set down in the top of the
Up
fifth.
next for the Marlins, shortstop.
2 down,
Otto
bases
Lopez.
empty. Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. That one to first,
Foul.
and that's just foul.
Outside, that's a ball.
Out towards right center field. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Miami. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 2-1. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And a good start to the inning. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Berg. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the weight.
So a
That's
walk
ball 4.
puts
Take
runners
the
at first and second. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eli White. Ground ball to the right side. And it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now the Marlins manager,
For
Pete
Miami,
Fairbanks,
number
comes on
29.
now.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third.
Swing and a pop-up. Out number 2. So up next, Dominic Smith.
First baseman, Dominic.
On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. That one fouled off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. And they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now it's going to be Owen Casey. That one fouled off, 2-2. In the air to left center. Harris on the move. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2-2 now. Swings, and this one's flared. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. The 1-2 stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Just off the inside edge. And that's a strikeout looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. His righty-lefty splits there.
That's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Jerks and Profar steps to the dish at a critical spot. Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1-2. On the ground right side. Here's Lopez for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. The 1-1. Fouled off left side.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
1-2 here. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. 1 down. Kyle Stowers digs in now. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Two and 1 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2. Out towards right center field. Harris on his way over. And there's 2 down.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
It's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
In the air, left side. And that is that. Nothing across here. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here comes the manager.
For Miami,
Jacob Webb on the
number
pitch here.
71.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And that's going to be ruled a swing. Ground ball right side. Hoskins takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Braves, catcher Drake Baldwin.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
That's ball 2.
That one's in there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And next for Atlanta, Eli White. The 1-1.
Ball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard. Had to.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We look ahead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Joe Jimenez.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Now a rip into left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jacob Marcy now at the plate. Man at second. Ripped to right. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. In the air to left center, Harris on the move. Brings it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. Aimed to score from third. They lead it in the 8th.
Oh, this is a big at bat right here. Nice sac fly to give his team the lead in these late innings.
So no one on after the sac fly. Griffin Conant getting ready to hit. Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Time call.
I'm out.
Two down, nobody on. Carter looking for the K. Last
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Danny Coulomb. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Leading off, Dominic Smith. And he grounds one to the right side. Hoskins takes it himself. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
That's ball 2.
The Marlins trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a bouncer. Pauly fires over to first, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quickly here. They're down. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Now here is Owen Casey. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. White under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins. Second
So
baseman,
back to the top of the order.
Edwards.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a 1-1. This one popped up. And there's 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Graham Pauly.
Third baseman, Graham Pauly.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Connor Norton trying to get something going for him with 2 away. 2 down, nobody on, and that's ball
Ball
4.
4, that pitch is
Maybe a
out.
little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
That's a ball.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that's the 3rd out. Marlins back at Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Manager out of the dugout. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ronnie Enriquez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less.
Ball,
Let's see
that's
if he
too
can
high.
wrap it up here.
The 2-1. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline.
Ball
Now he's
4.
in the driver's
Take
seat
the
with
bait.
the 3-1 count.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. The 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Acuna Jr.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Tying run and scoring position. And the home team trying to pull it out. In the dirt to second, but he's back in time. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Next pitch misses inside. Ball 3. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. 2 on, 1 out. Out to short. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there. But the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice. And if that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Here comes Austin O'Reilly. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Winning run at third, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one finds its way through. Across is the winning run, and the Braves walk it off and win it 3-2. A 3-2.
I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Now I don't gotta say too much.